Bonjour, bonjour, c'est Aegon. Bienvenue dans ce nouveau live Grateful. Alors, nous en étions où? Trompe pas de bouton. Je jouais l'épreuve des eaux. Contre Gelden, le chef du conseil. Oui, c'est vrai qu'on devait aller voir, essayer de rencontrer le fameux dieu là. Ah, attends. Attends.
Karans, do you need something?
Non.
I must leave you. See you later.
On va voir s'il y avait quelque chose à nous dire. Bon, alors. Oui. On va se TP, après possible. Donc il faut aller là. Ah. Il dit d'aller là, mais je sais pas où il faut aller par contre. Ah, bonjour aux personnes qui passeront peut-être en replay un jour. N'hésitez pas à follow et à laisser un commentaire pour montrer que vous êtes passé sur ce live. Alors, est-ce que fiche la carte. Ça me dit pas où. Voilà. Ah, là-haut. Bon, c'est vrai qu'il y a cette carte là-haut. Et tout que je n'ai même pas fait. La zone là. Je suis où? Ah oui, je suis carrément tout en bas. Parce qu'il y a des coins que je suis même pas allé. Ok. Là, si je veux pas là, il faut que je vais tout le temps sur la droite en fait. Non, mur invisible. Est-ce que c'est un truc Ah, je pense pas, non. J'ai des doutes qu'on puisse aller là, en fait. On va essayer, mais normalement, je peux pas. Ça se trouve, j'ai pas, peut-être pas assez de vigueur, si. Non, j'ai rien dit. Hein.
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle.
Arrête de spammer la touche. Ah. Une seule fois, ça suffit. Oula, la caméra qui ressemble tout seul. Seul. Là, il y a... C'est tout droit.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Foundetara grimeterum dam.
Ils sont pas venus là se battre là? Y a rien.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Je laisse là.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Foundetara grimeterum dam.
Ah. Bon. Ah non, c'est le jalé là. Oh, c'est pas possible. Ah. Alors, pas capable de monter ça?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Foundetara grimeterum dam. Roscuissa ritneskiri.
May the fire engulf our enemies.
un point de compétence. Également les alliés autour. Pas mal, ça soigne les alliés autour. Ouais, par contre, on va aller par là. Ce qui serait bien quand même, c'est d'avoir une monture, je trouve. Je vais devoir faire tout à pied en fait. J'ai pas fait déjà. Ah si, c'est les anciennes ruines. Ok. 3 sur 4.
Here comes
May the
our play,
enlightened
boys!
protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimadarum Dam!
Protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimadarum Dam!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Là, on dirait qu'il y a un rituel à faire, non? Voilà, on a fait tout le tour de la région. Nouveau campement. Apparemment, là-haut. Donc là, apparemment, on peut pas y aller. Je vais aller là, ou alors il faut que je passe par là.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Fahrende Dara grimme derem dam.
Heureusement quand même que je suis en mode histoire. Ah non. Attends, il y a un marchand là, mais... Ah, peut-être que c'est par là en fait. Là, il y a un village.
I'd like to speak to you. Bird tear to mud. Thank you for coming to talk to me. You are on Olmanawi, but you also look like a Lugaid Blau.
Lugaid Blau? Is that what you call the congregation?
Yes, those who have yellow eyes on their banner.
They are coins. But to answer your question, yes, I am the legate
J'ai
of
eu
the
cette
congregation.
conversation.
Is legate the Renaigse word for on Olmanawi?
No. It means that I am in charge of diplomatic relationships with the other nations.
So I was right. You will be able to help us. Some of your clan are preventing us from accessing one of our sacred glades.
Really? Why would they do that?
Several seasons ago, some men from your clan came to ask us for wood for their houses. There were some old trees in this glade, so we let them do what they wanted. At first, everything was fine. But then they cut down too many trees. So we wanted to heal the place, plant some new trees. But they won't let us come close. Their bod irony, their warriors are
Ah, c'était ceux-là qu'on
stopping
a
us
tués
from
tout à
doing
l'heure.
so.
I could investigate.
Yes, please.
Putain, c'est pas ça qu'on a... Ah non, je pensais qu'on a... Je l'avais déjà fait en fait. Non? Appuyez pour suivre. Évaluer la clairière. Attends une minute. Ah là, derrière. Attends. Oui, plus loin et à gauche. Attends. Ah bah non. Ok, c'est même pas là que je voulais aller, mais bon. Ah oui, c'était l'autre d'à côté, lol. Bah là, je suis déjà à fond. Base. Même pas utiliser tout ce qui est tir. Hein. Là, ma deux mains. La clou d'impact, là, je n'utilise pas. Attends. Grands arbres. Ah, attends. Ah oui, d'accord. Ça doit être un camp, ça, tous les coups. Ah non, pas du tout.
Protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimeterum Dam.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Eh ben alors. Bon. Et... 1 sur 4. Non. Non. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-haut? Rien du tout. Pareil, il n'y a rien du tout là. En tout cas pour l'instant. Et couché, hein. Ok, donc c'est que par là. Ou alors ça, on va nous demander de revenir tout à l'heure par ici. Alors attends, est-ce que là... gantelet. Master, non. Je sais pas quel niveau il faut pour ça là, c'est ok. Ah oui, il faut artisanat 3. Ouais, t'es bien pour celui-là, là. Mais il n'a pas puissance 4. Attends, on va se regarder là. Bonjour, GRM84. Bienvenue à toi, si tu n'es pas un bot.
Do not force us to use our weapon.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed some light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see her.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in. Do not force us to use our weapons.
Attends.
Blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corners of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
Je pense qu'ils ont bouffé quelque chose qu'il fallait pas.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses. So I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Et où est le chasseur?
Do not force us to use our weapons.
Tiens,
Do not want to shed blood. We want to give
derrière moi. Bonjour Nico Polo. Non. Et ouais, là où je suis normalement. Non, on va l'enlever parce que elle aurait du bois. C'est être dans la zone là. J'en sais voir quoi.
This is our prey, Reniksi. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
You say that, yet you still accuse us. We will not let ourselves be manipulated by some Renaixe.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Do not kill us. We will tell you everything we know. Have mercy. We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the count.
Bon, c'est vous qui attaquez, hein, pas moi.
Said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaixe invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance, and I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he... wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Courtilion will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Ok, donc je dois faire quoi? Je dois aller voir Monsieur Courtillon. Oh, bah non, je dois aller à l'autre bout du monde. Ok. Attends, non. Non, je monte. Voilà, ces escaliers-là, alors. C'est pas non plus, parce que là, ça descend. Non. Il y a un truc en dessous, non? Au-dessus? Regarde, c'est où les escaliers pour monter, bordel? Attends. Je sais même plus où c'est les escaliers. Ben non, c'est pas là. Non. Mais non, là c'est... Ah mais monte Non, c'est tout en dessous en fait. Voilà. Il est où? Non. Sombre. Ah ben il est là.
Sir de Courtilion,
Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
the mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well, let's see. Good, you have traveled great distances, and the terra incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, Sade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I've found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. but keep looking for it. Can your old professor...
I've come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing exploited by our woodcutters in order to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago. But tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Position de relation.
What do you know about in that?
Chimère. What's more?
What can you tell us?
And I
Ça,
hope
ça
that...
déclenche quelque chose.
Do you have any...
Don't I do.
Did you know that the... and
I knew her husband, you see. I'm sorry, but you can be...
But why?
I don't know. As
Pour
for your
être
mother,
âgée, quand t'as votre mère,
I
je crois qu'elle a
believe
même
she
fini par
eventually
croire en son
started...
son.
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Il faut descendre. Grâce. Madame. Arrêtez de me déranger, ça c'est bien.
It's blocked.
Ah, attends, merde, c'est pas là. Allez! Putain. Oh, c'est où? Non, c'est au-dessus.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Courtilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Courtilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives, the clan of this village, was rather open to our For this reason, I think we should allow them act. In doing so, we would appease the and we would also retain. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved.
I understand. But I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing.
Thank you, Master. I will inform.
Ok. Parler avec Duncan. Oui. Par là. Ah non, il faut crochet 3, super. Énorme.
Bertir Tumad. I am Dunkas, the Mal, and the Donne. You're very strange for...
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know there were Onal Manawi amongst them. They may not be so different from us. What brings you here, Onal Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. And the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us, because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous dosentats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the oakerberries...
We know that you're responsible for all this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Ok, niveau 22. Voilà, un point d'attribut. Force. Précision. Je veux tirer, il faut que j'utilise. Donc si j'ai ça... Ah, attends. Je peux même l'améliorer. Alors? Attends, il y avait un truc pour TP, non? Ouais, juste en face de moi. Ça change quoi en fait? Passion de furie. Et qui? Là je peux pas parce que il me manque minerai de fer affiné. Je vais mettre 40. Attends. J'aurais pu le faire sans gaspiller le truc. Bravo. Et comment tu utilises le pistolet par contre? Bon, bouclier. Curieux. Ah, tu sais, c'est RT. Bravo. Ah oui, d'accord. Que je fasse ça. Ah d'accord. Ouais. Non.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
D'accord.
If this mine is as dangerous as Doncass said it was, those who are exploiting it are reckless. Do these people not have any regard for the lives of their miners?
These Renegades must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Espionner l'activité de la mine. Et tu peux te mettre où pour espionner par là?
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those crazy fools have reopened this mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Cossillon. I hope our nation is not involved in this business.
D'accord, expose. Super, donc faut se retaper tous. Inverse. Putain. Ah ça par contre les allers-retours. On va peut-être aller là. Vraiment. Et donc il va falloir le retrouver. Donc c'était déjà. Je sais plus, j'ai un trou. Ah, c'était pas ça.
Sir de Courcilion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Vous pouvez pas la chercher toi. Donc on soit obligé de se taper les allers-retours là.
It seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you.
I need your advice once. This time it's about the property deeds. Here are the deeds. I must admit...
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard, he can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there. But it says here that it's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining...
And yet, the mine located on this plot of land has been reopened.
According to these documents, the mine has been... This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some...
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for the alcohol.
Ah, c'est les liqueurs, machin, on s'en fout.
Your Excellency.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous. And you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young woman. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, madam. Best wishes to your cousin.
C'est vraiment une quête à la con, ça.
Excuse me, Your Excellency, but I must hurry. I have a lot of work to do.
Attends, il y a un truc là.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine in the...
Sir de Corsilion.
The Sade, my...
I verified the contract without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then...
So, what did
He
he...
turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe...
Oh, some of these merchants are... But it's high time we reminded him. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses... For his crimes against the natives, he's banished. I will make him aware of this decision. But you should go to the mine. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still...
Looking forward to seeing you again, said...
Bon, donc je vais me TP là-bas. Bon, c'est pas super joli les déplacements. Hop, et puis on va faire une petite sauvegarde.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow...
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey...
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble?
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsilion on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, You are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tirfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this woman threatens me.
May the Almighty protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Sabre du peuple de la mer. Sauf que... par rapport à ce que j'ai, de toute façon je peux même pas le prendre parce que j'ai pas assez de force tout. Toi tu peux même pas le prendre.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Legate blow or alike.
She is an Almanawi. That's why she understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See you later.
Et alors attends, y a pas de loot, non? Non. Panique illusion. Rapporter les faits à une casse. Ah attends, donc je suis là. Prendre. La puissance 4 quand même. Bien. Non.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Grow back.
Thank you, Dunkus. I am honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Cossillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Duncas. It is a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
What do you think of the settlers?
I think they behave. They take what they want, but they can learn and grow. Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Duncas.
Qua awalum seg.
Ok. Voilà. Bon, ça serait bien que ça, on arrive à la rencontrer. Hein? Et... On va se rapprocher pour faire une pause. Pause voulue et pas contrainte. Putain, hop, hop. Même si je peux me TP, je peux pas me TP là. Ah, attends, pourquoi ça remonte pas? Si, peut-être remonter par là. Chose qui est planqué par là. Ah oui, il y a un coffre. Juste pour des 9 pièces d'or. Là. Nouvelle région. Là, je pense que ça doit être un camp. Hein? rituel. Et 50. Voilà. Donc là, on va faire une petite sauvegarde. Et je vais faire une petite pause et je vous dis à tout de suite. Oui. Parti. On devait faire quoi là? D'accord, par où on passe? On va passer par là. Non. Du coup, on va venir là pour ouvrir. Alors attends, par où il va falloir y aller? C'est pas là. Ah, c'est tout en bas en fait. Alors attends. Du coup là il va y avoir un combat, non? Cérémonie, un truc comme ça.
Do it.
Hello. My name is de Sardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Vladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember. And the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal. But you are not yet Mal in her stead. And you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Here is the seal of Donegad Katasak, of the village of Wenxavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Quézaco. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrichteman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Quézaco sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded?
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about the sanctuary?
It is the most sacred place of the island. The hidden face, and still seen by all of you. Enol Mil Frichteman. I protected these doors like my father before me and his father before him. And still none of us have ever entered.
Am I to gather that there has never been a High King in your family?
We are heads of the Council of Kings. And so it is prohibited for us to present ourselves. We must remain impartial.
I see. And so you cannot speak to me about what you find inside?
The heart of the island beats near here, the volcano. And I know that it is a place full of life.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tia Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegat. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Can you tell me anything more about the role of the council?
We gather here at every long night and every short night. During these nights, the clans are in disagreement and come here looking for wisdom of the council, and of course also the High King. Those who have complaints against their mal may also be heard here and find justice. And when important events take place, if the balance is threatened, then we also meet here, so that the wisdom of all might be shared, and that we might act as a same people.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelam seg.
Ok. Allons trouver cette grotte alors.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength,
the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The trials are kept secret. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And do not lose yourself in your own reflection.
Voyager. Ok, le truc qui ne sert à rien. Donc de l'autre côté. Ouais, par contre la science, j'aurais pas besoin.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed. And there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep and peaceful sleep.
Is that an idea that your mother used? It's clever. Thank you.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
I don't have a sleeping potion on me.
Protect me in this battle!
Bon, dommage. Il y avait... Il faudrait que je fabrique une potion de sommeil alors. Alors attends. Y a pas de table, hein? Ben non. Campement. Voilà. Pension. Bien sûr, j'ai pas la science. Endormante. Où je change de. Voilà, un truc qui peut mettre. Ah merde, j'ai pas de bouteille de vie. Que potion endormante, ça suffira en fait. Mhm.
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep. You did it. They're sleeping. We should be able to pass without a fight.
Attention, parce qu'il y a des volatiles là-haut. Mais je peux pas. Ah si, je peux. C'est bon. Et vigueur 2. Ah, attends. What, c'est... Ah oui, d'accord, je dois faire le tour pour aller là. Je peux aller tout droit.
May the enlightened help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief
Merde,
moment.
j'ai rien vu.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was
C'est dommage, on n'a rien vu là. On n'a pas vu là. Alors attends.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water.
Goutte d'eau.
Here, this looks like a snowflake. Snow or maybe ice. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. I'm certain.
Oula.
On this stone, the sun is visible. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind.
D'accord.
This stone is blackened, eaten away.
Par
I
contre,
think it is supposed to evoke death.
il y avait le vent. Non, dans le soleil, non. Attends. Non, c'était la neige, non? Neige, elle... Neige... Ah, je sais... La neige... Elle tombe... Neige, non, non, le soleil c'était à la fin ou... Voilà. Oui. Oh. Ah bah si, c'est bon. Réussir là. J'ai réussi. Par contre, il y en a deux. Il y a là. Là, il y a moi là. Non, c'est là d'où je suis venu là, ça. Ouais. Ah. Mais ça là. Ah oui, d'accord. Là, on va retomber en fait. Ah, il faut le niveau 3 carrément. Ok. Apprivoiser, oh d'accord.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Frichtemann.
Ah, c'était ça, ça... Oh bah non. Ah ouais, c'était pas super dur. Hein. L'épreuve de l'eau. Ah oui, c'était la... Ouais, d'accord. Ah, il y a des portes là.
Bertir to mad on Almanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of rules and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Dedra, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. On the Vorstirse, mourning is a difficult time to pass.
and divorced hearsay. Thank you, Glyndon.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
Ok, ah ben ça c'est fait. Encore des succès Xbox. Voilà. Là au niveau des... Parler... Parler du... Ah, peut-être aller voir Constantin et puis on finira là-dessus. Où je vais? Je vais... Ah non, non.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes?
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events. But know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Donegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, milady. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. but I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into again?
I am sorry, milady, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, milady.
Ok, les traces du roi. Ok. Là, il y a deux trucs. Le sort de Constantin. De Constantin. La trace des rois. On verra ça la prochaine fois. Je remercie les personnes qui seraient passées en direct ou en replay. Et je vous donne rendez-vous au prochain live qui sera comment Death Stranding. Merci à tous et à bientôt pour la suite. Au revoir.